very great honor. As a citizen being called upon to serve the nation at a time of crisis, for me it is an honor that I've been asked to lead the delegation, and I look forward very much to playing my part. In my mind is nothing to do with politics and everything to do with our country's national interests. And national interests, to my mind, are always above everything else. Party is completely entitled to its opinion. Clearly, this being a government delegation, the government had its own opinion as to who they felt appropriate. This is not unprecedented, and it is certainly something which, to my mind, is a good reflection of national unity at a time when unity is important. No, as I mentioned, it's a very great honor. As a citizen being called upon to serve the nation at a time of crisis is a matter of a duty for all of us. At the same time, for me, it is an honor that I've been asked to lead the delegation, and I look forward very much to playing my part. I've always said that when my services are required by the nation, I should not be found wanting, and I had no hesitation in accepting the kind invitation of the government, which, to my mind, is nothing to do with politics and everything to do with our country's national interests. And national interests, to my mind, are always above everything else.
Your party, Congress, has put out a list of 4 names, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, saying that these are the names that we suggested and your name was not there in that list. How do you see this?
As I've said, the party is completely entitled to its opinion. Clearly, this being a government delegation, the government had its own opinion as to who they felt appropriate. And I'm very, I must say, unaware of any further contacts between the government and my party. And I think you should ask those concerned. As far as I'm concerned, I was asked, both in my capacity as a chairman of a parliamentary standing committee dealing with these issues, but also because very kindly the minister talked about my personal experience over the years in international affairs and the need for that experience and such knowledge as I may, such talents as I may possess, to be put to the service of the nation at this time. And I found that an absolutely essential, what can I say, answer to give, that certainly when the nation needs my services, I am available, and I'm available for my country. To my mind, this has nothing to do with party politics. It's all to do with what our country has been through in recent times and the need for us to present a united front. As I recall, and I may be wrong because I was neither in India nor in Indian politics at that time, a similar set of delegations were sent by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to various regions of the world after the 2008 terror attacks. So this is not unprecedented, and it is certainly something which, to my mind, is a good reflection of national unity at a time when unity is important.
As you said, you see this as an honor, especially to lead a delegation to US and countries like that. But are you sad or disappointed at the way in which your party reacted or your party colleagues reacted?
Look, I mean, my party leadership is entitled to its opinion of my abilities or lack thereof, and I think that is really for them to explain. I have absolutely no comment to make on that. I am honored to have been entrusted with the responsibility, and I will fulfill that responsibility, just as I have fulfilled every responsibility entrusted to me in my rather long working life, whether at the United Nations or in the Congress Party. I have fulfilled every task given to me with sincerity and commitment, and I intend to bring the same qualities to bear in my service in this particular mission. We are not talking about, it's a 10-day affair. I'll be going to Delhi. In any case, we have a parliamentary standing committee meeting on Monday and Tuesday on various issues, including on this particular issue. I'm assuming that I will get further details of the mission after going there, and we expect, I'm sure the delegation will get briefings from the Ministry of External Affairs, and we will proceed on that basis. I mean, I think that right now the focus is on a job of work that needs to be done for the country, and I'm truly honored to have been asked, and I will give my very best, as I always try to do.
Have you informed the party when you received this invitation? What was the response?
Yes, indeed. No, I certainly informed them of the first call I got, which was 2 days ago. And I also mentioned to the minister who called me, who was a parliamentary affairs minister, that I assumed that he would be talking to the party leaderships of opposition parties, and he assured me that he would be. He also let me know that I was not the only one he was calling. There were other opposition MPs that he was calling. And I found it entirely appropriate, as I said, that the country should rally together on this particularly important issue. And now that I've been entrusted with the task of leading one of the delegations, I intend to give it my best shot. Thank you.
Is there any communication gap between you and the party? Because this happens continuously.
This happens?
This communication gap between you and your party?
No, the party has my telephone number and they can call me anytime they like. I don't think there's any difficulty there. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't really see any communication gap. Sometimes one learns about certain statements from the media. That may be that we have other means of communication as well. But I don't think there's a particular gap that I'm particularly worried about.